Hey, what's going on? Aaron Goldsten here. And in this video, I want to talk about the way rich people work versus the way poor and middle class people work. And it's absolutely different. It's the complete opposite. A lot of this information, guys, a lot of getting rich is what is up here in your brain. If you have bad information in your head, you're going to make bad decisions or bad actions. You're going to take bad actions, which will get you bad results. If you have good information, you're going to make good decisions, take good actions, and you will get good results. It's the same thing with getting rich. If you have poor people's ideas in your brain, you're going to do stuff poor people do, and you're going to become poor. If you have rich people's ideas in your brain, you're going to do things that you're going to think the thoughts rich people think, so you're going to take the actions rich people take, and then you're going to get the results rich people have, which is making a lot of fucking money. So that's why these videos that I put out are so important, because all you got to do is just watch them and absorb them. A lot of it, you don't even have to do anything. You just have to get that information and boop, pop it right into your brain. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into the content of this video. Poor and middle class people, the way they work in their job, in their career, is they want to do everything themselves. You might have heard the saying, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Poor and middle class people say that. Rich people say, if you ever talk to someone that's rich, and I'm not talking about 100 grand a year, because you could be 100 grand a year, I still consider that kind of sort of middle class. Go find someone that makes over $1 million a year and ask them, say, hey, if you want something done right, what do? You know what they'll say? They'll say, I hire someone that will do it right. That's a big fucking point. Poor and middle class people want to do everything themselves. Rich people want to have other people do the work for them. That's actually you could actually be lazy and get rich because you just have someone else do the work for you. And when you have someone else do the work for you, it frees up your time. Because here's the thing. How many hours are there in a week? 168. So if you're doing everything yourself, whether it's your business or whether it's your job or whether you're self-employed, right? You could be a doctor, a lawyer, you could be a chiropractor, you could be a counselor, whatever it is. You eventually reach a point to where you don't have any more hours in the week because you've maxed out. There's only 168 hours. That's where poor and middle class people get stuck. They want to do everything themselves because they want to be in control and they're afraid to let go of it. And then, by doing so, they cap themselves out because they can only do so much work. Rich people want to put people and systems in place to make them money. So when I started the detail shop that I started, I need some water, guys, but I don't have any. So we'll just keep making this video. So when I started the detail shop, which is just a place that does expensive car washes, it's basically what car detailing is. I had never detailed a car in my life. And I never actually ever did detail a car in my life. What I did is I started this detail shop, and I hired about 10 detailers to detail cars. And I went out there, and we got a bunch of cars in, and we started detailing them. I never detailed the cars, but I had 10 people detailing the cars for me. At the end of the week, I would pay them $300 to $500, depending on, full-time, part-time, all that. I myself made $2,000 to $3,000. How is that possible? I was doing less work than they were. The work I was doing was easier. They're fucking out there scrubbing and washing the car. I didn't do any of that. But I made more money because I had these people working for me and I was benefiting from their work. I had, instead of 168 hours in a week, I had 1,168 hours. That's the leverage I had because I had 10 people working for me. Each of those people had 168 hours in a week. Now, they obviously didn't spend all that time working, but if you have 10 people working 40 hours a week for you, you're getting 400 hours of work done for you, helping you to make you money in a week where there's only 168 hours. That's the power of this. You put systems in place and then you leverage people's skills and talents and time to make you money, right? Think about this. If you have a job, I don't know if you have a job right now because there's a lot of people watching this, but if you have a job, there's someone at the top of the job that's making all the money. When I used to work at Subway making sandwiches for $5.25 an hour, there was the guy that he owned like 3 or 4 Subways, sandwich shops. He never made any sandwiches. He never worked as hard as I did, but this motherfucker always made more money than me because he had me working for him and I was making him money. If you want to get rich, you want to start to think about, all right, how can I put systems in place? How can I let go? And how can I delegate these tasks? Because when you do that, A, you have more time. B, you work less. So, woohoo, you're fucking working less. And C, you have time and also the mental energy to think about how can I expand, right? If you have a one Subway sandwich shop and you're working it 24/7, you don't even have time to think about opening up a second one or a third one, right? This guy had like 3 or 4 and now he's got like 5 or 6 of them now because he's not there doing the day-to-day work. He pays people to do it. He sits back, he watches everything. So he's actually working less, he's making more money, and then he can continue to open up more and more Subway sandwich shops. Hopefully you got some value from this video. If you are on YouTube, subscribe to this video. If you are watching this on my website, I want you to click the link right below this video that says continue, because it's going to take you to more valuable information you will be able to use if you have a desire to make lots of money in a very short period of time doing not that much work. It's kind of amazing, and it might be hard for you to believe, but it's completely possible for you once you get the right information. So either go ahead and subscribe or go ahead and click the link below this video that says continue, depending on where you're watching this video from, and I'll see you around.